So, it's been a while since I did a Spellforged video. In fact, it's been a while since I did any video other than the last one that I, just posted a few days ago. So I think it might be time to talk about Spellforged again, because we got some new updates since I did my last video. Mainly today I want to talk about the content side of it, not so much like content like combat and stuff, more along the lines of the extra stuff you do. Some of it is related to combat, but not all the time. Right now I mainly have 5 different ones, and we'll go through them in order, not any specific order, just how I kind of have them laid out. So the first one is actually rock skipping. It seems like we're actually able to come across near pools of water. It seems that you can actually skip rocks. You'll find these little piles of rocks or pebbles or whatever. You interact with that, and then it'll show us some rings on the water, like golden particles. And I don't know exactly how it's gonna work, whether it's you hold down right click or what. I don't know the controls. It's not out yet. I don't know. And I don't think they've clarified, at least not that I've seen. Maybe I'm wrong. But you'll do something and it'll raise up a meter at the top, like a boss health bar type thing. The higher it is, the harder you'll throw it. And you're able to skip the rocks along the water unless you do it a little too high, in which then it'll just go straight down into the water, it seems. But other than that, it'll just skip along the water, and you're trying to get into those little rings of gold particles. Once you get all those rings hit with the rocks, you'll be able to loot a chest that'll spawn at the side, and you'll get your rewards. Nice little extra thing to do by the water. I do kind of wonder if they're going to do something with fishing, because every good game has fishing, of course. So maybe there's going to be something fishing related too. It's going to be just a nice little thing to do by the riverside or the bank. Just whenever you're nearby any body of water, you might come across one. So the next one doesn't really have a name, at least not that I've seen. I'm going to be calling it Ambush, because it's essentially just an ambush. It seems throughout the world you're going to find loot chests, and some of these loot chests are going to have, I don't know if it's going to be a signifier specifically for this, or maybe it's only like that for the teaser or for the beta or whatever. But as of right now, there's going to be swirling red particles around the chest, and you can't open it. If you interact with it, it seems you'll get put into a combat encounter. In this case, a rogue bandit who pops out of fucking nowhere and tries to kill you. That's pretty cool. Once you kill him, the red particles go away, it unlocks the chest, and then you can get your rewards. I think that's a really cool system, because it gives a little extra thing to the loot chests that you find throughout the world, so you're not just opening every chest that you see. Sometimes you have to work for it a little bit. I think that's pretty cool. I think Windcraft could do something similar to that, but that's neither here nor there. Next one is going to be encounters. You'll find these big ass swords in the ground. Maybe not all of them, but at least in this case it is, with some swirling red particles again. You interact with it, and it puts up the world border. It encloses you into a space and puts you in almost like this mini boss battle. In this case there's 3 different dudes. They're all bandits. I'll talk about combat in another video, but it does seem like they're using like these yellow golden particle type things to indicate where the enemy is striking. But when you kill the mobs, then the chest opens up, and it looks like he picks up a brass studded leather tome, which I believe is some mage weapon. I think they can use like catalysts or tomes. Depending on what you have, you do different things. I don't exactly remember what tomes are. I'm gonna have to dive a little bit deeper into that before I make my, combat video. But yeah, he got something. It looks like you're not tied down to a specific weapon. I think they said that somewhere. Like, the classes aren't like dead set, at least I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe you have a class and you're just a lot more proficient with that class's weapons, but you technically can use other classes' weapons. But that's what I think so far. And then the sword, once you're done with it, it turns from this like copper or reddish kind of sword to this nice blue steely look, which is kind of nice. The next one is dig sites. You can find shovels around the map, and apparently there's like a certain number of spots that you have to find. It puts you in like this circular area. Maybe not all of them are circular. I don't know. But you interact with this shovel, you basically pick it up, and then in this area you have to find 3 spots where there's buried treasure. In this case, it's right next to the 3 trees that are around. You can you can pick any block to start digging, but only certain spots will actually have the loot. Maybe it's not specifically that one exact block. Maybe it's like that area of like a 3x3 square of blocks or something. Maybe it is the exact block, I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah, he digs up in this one. Nolivicent picks up some coins, which are the currency. He digs up an LA with a map. There was a teaser that said this LA looks like it's searching for something outside of town. It might be nice. It might be a nice deed to help him out. And it's like an LA with a map, and he's looking at it. The same type of LA that he dug up here. So maybe there's something extra content-wise. If you find a LA, maybe you can help him find something, and that's like a little mini side quest type thing. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe it leads you to another treasure chest somewhere in the world or something. And then the third thing he dug up was just a loot chest, which I don't know if it's specifically that one spot, or maybe it's if you dig up all 3 spots, then you'll get the chest at the last one always. Now the last one I have for right now is beacons, which almost seems like a timed trial. It does kind of remind me of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, like the Korok flowers that you have to go up to the flowers and then it'll poof away and then the next one will appear somewhere and you'd kind of have to follow that trail. It's kind of the same thing, except you have to go up to these crystals and either hit them or click on them to activate them, and then the next one will pop up and you have to do it in a certain amount of time. This is kind of reach. I don't know how many people have played this game, but it kind of reminds me of Solar Ash with the bosses, or even before the bosses when you're clearing up the goo around the map. It kind of reminds me of that because it's a timed thing. You have to rush to the next one, hit it, and then at the very end you'll get rewarded with another loot chest. It looks like you can use like weapon attacks on them too, so like if you have a bow, it might be a little easier for you. I do kind of hope that it's, and I'm sure it will be, I'm sure it'll be balanced for every class and every weapon, but you know, there's potentially it could be a little imbalance where bow is, or any ranged thing is just far better at those than any melee class, but I'm sure there's something, or at least they're not that hard. That's all for like the videos that I wanted to bring up today. There are a few screenshots that I'm gonna put up just one by one. We do have like some of the, what I'm assuming the main city. There's like a big temple, there's like almost like a little town, like a side town square type thing. There's like a forge and stuff. There's an outpost, there's like this little vibrant town type thing along the river, I think it is. I'm pretty sure you can see that town in one of the clips. I think it's the rock skipping one, just from a distance. You got some gear stuff. It looks like there's almost like copper or bronze type gear. There's like crystals that they modeled with like some purple gear. There's some like green and white gear and some blue and silver gear. It all looks really nice. I love the build style that they're going for. It's very vibrant and very nice. I love it so much. And their gear, I fucking love. I do kind of wish Windcraft, and I'll make a whole video about this, like things that I would like to see in Windcraft or things that I'd like to see changed. But one that I want to bring up now is custom armor models would be so cool. And that goes along with custom mythic models as well. Because it does feel kind of weird that mythics are the same skins that every other weapon is in armor. It's kind of weird. I feel like those should at least have special designs, but I think armor as well should have special designs. And I mean that is a lot of gear, but maybe if there's like a big update that was just that and they just focused on that, I think they could get it done and it would be pretty damn cool. So maybe that's something they could do in the future. I don't know. I love that Spellforged is doing it. So, big props. It's looking good. It's looking really, really good. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Hopefully I get accepted into the alpha. I think they had like 1,200 people apply for it when they were thinking they would barely reach, or like not even reach 1,000. They were expecting to accept between like 60 and 120 testers. But because of how many people applied, they're trying to see if they can add more. So we'll see how many people will get accepted into the alpha. I kind of hope that I do, but we'll see. I sort of doubt it, but who knows? Maybe I will. We'll see. So that's really all I wanted to say today. I'll do another Spellforged video in the future talking about like combat and possibly some other stuff. I might talk a little bit more like progress wise and what they've kind of said. So look out for more videos in the future. Obviously more Windcraft content will come soon. Who knows how soon. We'll see. More content on the way eventually. Hopefully sooner rather than later. We'll see. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and want to follow more. Hit the bell icon if you want to get notified of future uploads, because I am trying to do more. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys later.